While I was praying, I just, I'm separated from my wife, and I've been praying for her a lot, but that we would reunite and stuff. And I've finally given it over to God's will. Okay, that's enough of that story. But when I was praying just a minute ago, I realized that ever since I met my wife, I pursued her. She never really made a commitment to pursue me. I pursued her in the beginning. I pursued her at several times during our marriage, where decisions were made, and I yielded to her in order to be with her. So I pursued her. And then it dawned on me that the Lord pursues the church. He pursues us. He has a heart for Jerusalem. He has a heart for Israel. And he pursues again and again. He has pursued Israel despite Israel's disobedience and Israel's stubbornness. God continues to pursue his people. And particularly, or you could say his bride in terms of relationship. So, I was just, earlier I was reading about how Jesus said, I didn't come into the world to judge the world, but to save the world. But then he goes on to say that if you refuse the message, you in effect, the message judges you. If you refuse to get off the railroad track when a train's coming, then you're going to get hit by the train. I mean, that's in essence what's being said. Christ is life. And if we refuse that life, which we have the will to do that. We have the free will that we can do that. If we refuse that, then that's our choice, and the consequences are clear. But I think there is a difference in God pursuing his people and a people pursuing him. There's a gulf there. There is a huge difference, a chasm of difference between those two things. Between the Lord pursuing his bride and the bride pursuing him. Now, recently I read the Song of Solomon to reacquaint myself with the love relationship between myself and Christ and the church, and there's so many, there's different analogies and dimensions on that, but I think ideally that's the way it is, that there is a love relationship there. So, this just to share, since I'm praying and riding to work here, sharing the little insight that I got through my own life, how it tore me up when she rejected me and found another lover, another person. How it totally devastated me. And I remember thinking at the time that's, at different times, that's how God feels when we turn from him and take up other gods. So